Weird habits that actually reveal high intelligence. It's a bold claim, right? But stick with me. We're going to dive into why some of those things you do, the ones that make you feel a little strange, might just be a sign your brain is firing on all cylinders. I mean, come on, we've all been there. You catch yourself doing something kind of weird, and you have that split-second thought, is something wrong with me? You wonder if anyone else does this stuff. But what if I told you those quirks aren't bugs in your system? What if they're actually features? Seriously, we're going to look at how these little oddities could be the very things that point to a sharp, curious, and super creative mind. All right, first up, signs from your inner world. Let's explore the habits that point to a really rich internal life. Okay, habit number 1, you talk to yourself a lot. And hey, be honest, you totally do this, right? Maybe it's a full-on pep talk, or you're just muttering about what to buy at the store. It's way more common than you think, and actually, it's incredibly useful. So here's the thing. The common view is, talking to yourself is a bit crazy. But the psychological view, it's a tool for sharp thinking called self-directed speech. It's not a sign of being strange, it's a sign your brain is working things out. So what does it actually do? Well, it helps you process ideas faster, solve problems more effectively, and even regulate your emotions. Think about it. Kids do this all the time when they're learning. Smart adults just never stop. It's basically a natural learning tool your brain uses to think out loud. All right, habit number 2 is a big one. And it's a little more emotional. It's that feeling that you're an outsider. You ever just feel like you don't quite fit in? Like you're seeing the world on a different frequency? I know it can be tough, but that feeling might actually be a sign of something pretty profound. It's kind of like Plato's cave, You've seen the world outside, but everyone else is just staring at shadows on the wall. And when you try to explain what you've seen, they might not get it or even resist it. It's not that you're weird, it's that you're seeing a bigger picture. Next up, habit 3. You have these long, deep, silent phases. Do you ever just need to go off the grid? No texts, no social media, just quiet? People might think you're being antisocial, but for a super active brain, this is like essential maintenance. There's a name for this: intrapersonal intelligence. It's the ability to understand yourself, like really deeply. Craving that solitude isn't about avoiding people, it's about giving your brain the quiet space it needs to connect all the dots. It's where the magic happens. Okay, so let's shift gears. Now for the signs of a curious mind. These are the habits that show your brain is always out there exploring. Habit number 4, you get deeply, deeply obsessed with the most random topics. Sound familiar? One week, you're an expert on ancient Rome. The next, you're trying to figure out how quantum physics works. If you're constantly falling down these rabbit holes, you are definitely not alone. So this is linked to a personality trait called openness to experience, and it's a huge indicator of intelligence. Those hyperfixations you have, they're not distractions. They are literally how your brilliant mind engages with the world and learns new things. It's a superpower. All right, habit number 5, those sudden bursts of ideas. You know what I'm talking about? That aha moment, the idea that just pops into your head out of nowhere and solves everything. Where does that even come from? So let me ask you, where do your best ideas show up? In the shower? When you're out for a walk? Or maybe at 3 in the morning? It's almost never when you're actually trying to come up with an idea, right? And there's a really cool reason why. It's called unconscious problem solving. See, your brain doesn't just clock out when you relax. It keeps working in the background, processing and connecting things. Research actually shows we're often way more creative when we're resting than when we're forcing it. So that 3 a.m. idea? That's not random. That's your brain delivering a masterpiece. And finally, habit number 6, you ask those deep, sometimes weird questions. You're the one asking things like, but why? About, everything. If you're the person who throws out a question that makes the whole room go silent for a second, please take that as a huge compliment. I mean, look at this quote from Albert Einstein. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. That says it all, doesn't it? That curiosity is the engine of genius. It shows your mind is never satisfied with the easy answer. All right, so let's embrace those brilliant quirks. What's the big takeaway from all of this? Here it is, plain and simple. These weird habits are not flaws you need to fix. They are signs of a mind that is absolutely alive, that is curious, and that is constantly searching for more. They're not bugs, they're features. So here's your game plan. 1, Reframe them. See them as strengths. 2. Trust your process. Your brain knows what it's doing, whether it's talking to itself or going silent. And 3. Stay curious. Never stop asking those big, amazing, weird questions. So I want to leave you with this question. What so-called quirk of yours are you now most proud of? Think about it. Which one are you going to own starting today as a sign of your totally brilliant mind?